Every Saturday here in Corona, 7 to 9 a.m. at Saline headquarters. What's happening? Cars and coffee. Okay, this Saturday we're having a food and toy drive. We're partnering with Kids and Cops, and also with the Settlement House. So if you haven't been there, come to this. Bring 12 cans of food or a new unwrapped toy, and this is going to be much bigger than we have. We're starting to try to use this to work with or help our community here. One person who's been there every Saturday is Don Williamson, serving coffee. I want to thank you for that. In fact, he's developed his own blend of coffee now, so it's a Swedish blend, and I encourage you to try. I, too, want to thank Eugene for being the mayor, and I don't know if you've had as much fun as I've had, Eugene, this year. Let me give you one story real quick. I think it was Dick and Eugene and myself. We all went to Las Vegas. And they saw me looking out the car, and they said, this is your first time in Las Vegas, isn't it? And I said, sure is, because I was just amazed by everything. And then I turned to them and I said, I bet this is your first time in Las Vegas with a pastor. And they said, yes, it is. And so I put my hands around both of them. I said, we're going to have fun. I mean, but, how did you enjoy? We had a good time, didn't we?
Actually, we did, yeah.
See?
Go on.
Anyway.
It's 9 o'clock.
Okay. No, but
I thought you were going to tell the Cinnabon story about you trying to get Cinnabons.
what goes on in Las Vegas stays in Las Vegas. That's what you taught me. But it had to do with food, just so you know. And to the people who addressed us, I appreciate your concerns, and I don't even mind you blowing off some steam. When I hear of businesses hurting, it does. I mean, I do think, what can we do about that? When, kids late to school, people late for work, I want to let you know we are affected by that. We are considering that. When it's specific instruction, that's the best thing you can do. You can tell us what intersections you're talking about, what signage you'd like to see. Daryl mentioned photos. That's tremendous. But beyond that, and let me explain to you my reason here. I attended this Entrepreneur of the Year. Several of us did. In fact, all of us did, didn't we? I was talking to Mark Peabody. He won an award for our city for Entrepreneur of the Year. But I was actually talking to his older brother who works with him. He's his oldest brother. I was also talking to Nathan Miller. He's an oldest brother, and I'm an oldest brother. I got 2 younger brothers, Mike and Tony. One's a year younger, one's 3 years younger. And we were talking how when we were kids, we used to scrap. I mean, we used to fight, but we were brothers. It was okay. But if anyone else tried to scrap with my brother, all of us were in agreement. We would get very, very defensive. It's just something I think that comes with being an older brother. And, I kind of feel that way right now. I want to be honest with you. And this isn't to the whole. This isn't to the group. But one of 2 of you, I think, just got a little bit too personal and insulting. And it was really uncalled for. Nelson and Karen and Aaron, I see their hearts. It's easy to just take a clip or a quote and build a case around it. And when you even misinterpret someone's silence, I just felt I had to say, I didn't want my silence to be misinterpreted as approval, because I just don't agree with that. I see the time and effort that these people put in and the heart behind what they're doing. And I just, again, I'm not talking to the group, not nearly the majority, but I just really feel like they were misrepresented, and I just had to make that statement. So.
Okay, thank you.